It's All Gravy with Teresa. Hey guys, this is Teresa and you're watching It's All Gravy with Teresa. And we're here in our kitchen today and we are going to do just a real staple meal today. We're going to do beans and cornbread. And pinto beans is what I like the best. And you know, we sold a lot of pinto beans and a lot of navy beans or white beans at the restaurant. Sorry, I'm out of breath a little bit. But this is just a 1 pound bag. And the way I do mine and the way I'm going to teach you today is I soak these overnight. I just put the whole bag of beans in there and I put them in cold water, and you'll see that they've kind of swelled up a little bit. And then we're going to bring them over to the sink, to the colander, and rinse them off. And while you're rinsing them off, you want to make sure that you get all the dirt off and that there are no little rocks, because that happens a lot of times, that you'll find little pebbles. So you want to make sure to get all that cleaned off. We're going to pour them right back in here. And the recipe we're doing today, at Teresa's, we always did on top of the stove. And we would come in at 4 o'clock in the morning and get the beans started. We would soak them overnight, and then we had a big 5-gallon pot that we would get the beans going. And in that, you had to kind of watch them all day until they got done. And we're trying to live intentional and try to have more family time. And I started, after I retired, using a crock pot to cook my beans in. So that's what I'm going to show you today, is the crock pot. So we've got the crock pot. We're going to pour the beans just straight in here. A 1 pound bag that has been soaked overnight. And I prefer bacon grease, but again, remember, we're doing what we have. I've used all my bacon grease, so I'm going to use olive oil. And you can use olive oil, vegetable oil, or bacon grease. So I'm putting a 1/4 or a 1/3 of a cup of olive oil right there on top of them. And then we are going to put 2 teaspoons of salt. And we're going to put a 1/2 of a teaspoon of black pepper. And then this is where it gets fun. You can add all the different things that you want to here. At the restaurant, we sliced our own country hams, so we had plenty of ham hock. And we would put ham hock in ours every day. A lot of people will get some thick sliced bacon and put the 2 or 3 pieces of bacon chopped up in there. We love garlic, and so I am putting about 8. We had a whole clove of garlic, or a bulb, I guess is what you call them, like this. And so this is what I got out of it, and I always like to smash them. And you can either chop these up and put in there, but like I said, we like garlic, so if we get a bite of it, that's just that much better for us. So we're going to add the garlic in there. And I'm sorry, Clint, I do it every time, honey. And then we're going to add water. And I'm going to put about 5 cups of water. This is a 4-cup container. But I'm going to put about 5 cups of water. We're going to give them a good stir. Stir. So there's 4, and I'm going to add 1 more. you go. And we're going to stir them up good. And I was saying, we add garlic, but you can put red pepper flakes. You can chop up an onion at this point and put in there. Any kind of special spices or seasonings that you like. The beans take that on really well. So we've got that. We're going to plug it in. And we are going to put it on high for about 10 hours. Or you can put it on low for about 12 hours. A lot of times, what I did last night, so we could show you all the finished product, I cooked them on low, and then when I got up this morning, I turned them on high, so the juice, the gravy, would be a little bit thicker. And so for you working moms and dads, you could either do this the day before, you know, cook them during the night, or you could do it like this and it'd be ready when you get home. So I'm going to turn those on high, because these I'm going to put in a can and we'll be eating beans for a day or two. I want to say thank you all so much. Thank you for watching us. We're getting ready to make some cornbread, and then we'll have a meal that just beans and cornbread, or we called it bean soup and cornbread. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make some cornbread. I know I'm a little out of sorts today, but I'm still taking a little bit of medicine from where I had the ulcer. But I wanted to get back on here and let you all know that everything is good. We're still enjoying doing this. And if you have suggestions, I would like for you to give those to us. We are on Facebook. When we get to 2,000 followers, we're going to give away another t-shirt. We are on Instagram. And we are on, what's the other one?
YouTube.
YouTube. We're on YouTube. And we're really trying to get YouTube up to 1,000 followers. And like I said before, I appreciate you taking the time to do that, because you have to remember your email and your password to do that. So it was a little bit of struggle for me. So if you go to that trouble, thank you. Also, we have t-shirts. If you're interested in those, just PM us and let us know. We're giving those profits to my granddaughter for her schooling. And Patreon. We have Patreon. And you can go to that site and check it out. And if you're interested in helping us with the production cost and the different things that we're trying to do, then we would truly appreciate that. So, that's it for the pinto beans. We got them in the pot, ready to go. By the time you get home from work, you're going to be ready to eat. We're going to show you how to make some good old-fashioned cornbread. And here, I don't know if Clint showed you the finished product. And this is the ones that we cooked last night. And this is what we'll have for supper tonight. But there you go. Good old-fashioned pinto bean soup. So, thank you all so much for watching us. And we're going to be back in just a little bit and make some cornbread, so you'll have your whole supper made. Thank y'all. God bless. Hey guys, this is Teresa, and we're in Teresa's Kitchen here in Bowling Green, Kentucky on a truly fall day today. We got up with a little bit of rain and cooler temperatures, and but I'm ready for fall. As much as I love summertime, I'm ready. Mainly because I like to decorate. But we're making cornbread today. We made pinto beans, the last video that we shot. And now we're going to make skillet cornbread. And I have put 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil in my iron skillet. And I've got the oven is going to be preheating to 400. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in there while it's getting up to temperature, and that way our skillet will be ready by the time we get our cornbread mixed up. So we always want to start by washing our hands. And we're kind of wondering where we're going to go from here with this. So we're going to try a few crafts since it's fall time and I love to decorate. So y'all be watching for that and see what you think and what your tips are of the mess that we make. But we're going to make cornbread, and I love this recipe, and it's something that we just came up with over the time. I think it actually started out being called Mexican cornbread, and my mother used to make it and put green and red bell peppers in it, and those give me indigestion really bad. So this, like I said, these recipes that we're handing down are for you to customize for your family. So we don't do that. We just use these yummy ingredients we're getting ready to use. So you can use, this is what I'm going to use today. And I got this on sale at Kroger's. And I like it because it's a sweet cornbread. Jiffy Mix, the same thing. If you're going to make, I think these were like 59 cents a piece. And if you're going to make the skillet size I had, you would need 2 boxes. And then the good old cornmeal mix. And all of these, you just go by the directions that is on the package for cornbread. And we'll see with this one, I'm using the cornbread right here. And a lot of times we'll do more baking, but whatever I find on sale is what I get to stock the pantry up with. And so you have different options to go by. And if you don't use a lot of cornbread, we will, because we make lots of soups in cool weather. But if you don't use a lot of cornbread, you wouldn't want to get this big bag because it does go bad and you can get mealworms. So one of these options would probably be better for you. So we're going to start off, like I said, by going by the directions. And this, we're going to put this in here in my nice Pampered Chef mixing bowl. And it says 2 eggs. And we have our beautiful chickens are still doing eggs. It has slowed down quite a bit, but we're still getting enough to take care of us for what we need. And I'm saving the shells to put on our garden coming up. So all of the eggshells, I've got a big bucket out here that I'm putting them in, and when we mow our garden down, we will till those eggshells up in it. And I don't know if it's true or not, but they say it's good for your garden. So we've got the 2 eggs in here, and we're going to put 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. So 1/3 cup. Right there. And then it tells me to put 1 cup of milk. You know, we use 2% milk here, but any is fine. You could even use buttermilk if you wanted to. And we're going to pour that in, like so. And then we're just going to stir it up. So cornbread, especially if it's sweet cornbread like this, my kids eat it really well. And you know, we overindulge, we end up putting a big daub of butter on it. But it's almost like a dessert, it's so good. So you see how pretty that's mixed up. And then this is the special part, is creamed corn. And again, I found this on sale, but you can use any brand that you want. And you just pour that straight in there. And this is the most moist, beautiful cornbread. So 1 can of creamed corn, any brand. And then we're going to put a cup of shredded cheese. And again, I like the Mexican blend, but you could put cheddar, you could just mozzarella, just whatever you prefer. Again, we are tweaking these recipes to what our family likes best. So we're going to do 1 cup of cheese. And you're tempted, or I am, a lot of times I'm tempted to put more than that, but sometimes it doesn't get as done as you would like it to. So 1 cup of cheese. And then we're just going to blend all that together. And again, I'm thinking about you moms and dads that are struggling to put dinner on the table and have some kind of family time. What we did with the beans, and we told you in there, we cooked our beans the day before. Or you can put them on in the pot and have them ready to go by the time you get home from work. Mix up this cornbread. It took us 5 minutes to mix up, and it'll take it about 30 minutes to cook, 25 to 30 minutes. And you've got your whole meal ready, where you can sit down at the table and enjoy each other. Put the phones on the end of the table and have a little conversation. So that's all mixed up, ready to go. Our skillet, we put it in the oven to get warm. Our temperature has made it up to 400. And this having the warm shortening in here is what's going to make your crust pretty and brown. So right in there it goes. Just like that. And I like to kind of see how it's bubbling up on the edges. That means your skillet's the right temperature. Just smooth it down a little bit. And we're going to stick it back in here for, we're going to put it on 25 minutes. And then you can do the knife test where you just put it in the center. And if it comes out clean, it's done. And if it's still a little bit tacky, then you need to let it cook a little bit more. Everybody's oven temperatures are different. And we're actually still getting used to this one because it's a new range. But there we go. So I'm going to set my timer on 25 minutes. And we'll be back in 25 minutes and see if our bread's ready. I'll talk to you in just a little bit. All right, guys, we are back, and it actually took us about 35 minutes for the cornbread. And you'll see we took a little slice out just to show you how pretty it is. We like ours a little more done because we like it good and crispy around the edges. But there you go. A nice skillet cornbread ready to eat with your beans, or you don't have to eat it just with beans. You can eat it with all the soups that we're getting ready to start making. This is a great recipe for you to keep hold of for those. And again, I want to thank you. Thank you for watching. It's All Gravy with Teresa. God bless, and we'll see you real soon.